Features with Livingston and Tangella too, and our host Vincent Landau, and he brings it to you. Creature Features and all creatures and all creatures. And the creature gonna get you tonight. You better not turn out your bedroom light. He'll grab your head and give it such a bite. You may even die just from a fright. You ain't nothing gonna be, baby. You ain't nothing gonna be alright. 'Cause the creature gonna get you, baby. Gonna get you tonight.
You know, Livingston, I have absolutely no response to all this. What in God's name?
I fell upon the short side of a wager.
What?
Listen and listen good. I lost a bet with Tangella.
Tangella, exactly what kind of hustle did you parlay upon my poor butler? Oh, I see. It would appear that Tangella claimed we would reach 10,000 subscribers on our YouTube page by a particular date. Livingston wagered we would not. And so, what would have been Tangella's punishment had she lost?
She would have been required to clean all the lavatories in the mansion for a week. Girl would have been cleaning them nasty toilets in the house for 7 sorry days.
Splendid. Onward. Welcome to Creature Features. I'm your host, Vincent Van Dole. The perplexing, pixie-pushing, and winnable wagers upon my household staff would be my insolent charge, Tangella. And the poor chap dressed as a pop culture icon of the 80s is my typical stylish valet, Mr. Livingston.
My name is Mr. T. My first name is Mr., my middle name is Period, and my last name is T.
You know, I think I'm growing rather fond of this persona for you, Livingston. I think I might have a chat with the producers about incorporating it permanently.
I pity the fool that makes that mistake.
Moving on. Tonight we will be watching a rather new film compared to the golden oldies we typically present to you here on Creature Features. For tonight we shall present for your viewing pleasure a locally made independent film entitled The Beckoning from 2006. It's a ghostly tale about a young woman who comes face to face with the fact that she was reincarnated from an historical era in antiquity. And joining us for the movie will be the film's creator, filmmaker Don Scioli. He'll tell us how he made the film, why he made the film, and give us some insights on what it takes for a mere mortal to make a full-length feature film. So don't go away, for it is to be another night of reincarnated Mr. T fright, right here on Creature Features.
Only fools miss an episode of Creature Features.
Stay tuned.
Portions of this program are brought to you by Micromat, making products that keep your Macintosh running at its best.
It's that time again. It's Creature Feature time. We're going to have so much fun tonight. You know why? Because you're here. But more importantly, we've got Don Scioli. And the significance about Don Scioli is he created tonight's film, The Beckoning. You know, this is a rare treat for me to have a film and the filmmaker come to the show and talk about the film. Because, you know, we've always got questions. It's like, why in God's name did he say this? Or why did this happen? And here you've got the shell answer man. How are you, sir?
I'm good. I'm good. It's great to be here.
Now, how was the trip up?
It was terrific. We did we drove the coast road and saw a little bit of the ocean coming here. It was really beautiful.
You know, the ocean at this time of the evening is rather nice because the wind dies down. If you go during the day, it's like all windy in your face, and if you go in the evening, it's like kind of nice.
Yeah, the fog broke just as we hit the coast. It was gorgeous.
Wonderful, wonderful.
You know.
So you're based in Marin County.
I am based in Marin County. Yes, that's correct.
Nice. I like Marin. You know, I almost purchased a home in Tiburon.
Well, with your money and your mansion, I guess you could afford something.
No,
down
it wasn't
there.
so much affording it. They did not have one large enough.
Ah.
You know, I've got this massive collection of things, and I could not find a home large enough in Tiburon. I mean, there are homes large enough in Tiburon, but they were not for sale. So we ended up here, and I found this place. I got quite a deal on it. Apparently, it's haunted. Who knows? All right, well, we're going to start your film, The Beckoning, 2006, right?
Correct.
2006, The Beckoning, one of the newest films we've ever shown as well. So we're going to start that. I'm going to have maybe 10,000 questions for you when we come back.
I'm ready.
All right, off we go. The Beckoning. You guys stay with us, please.
On June 17, 1579, Captain Francis Drake sailed his ship Golden Hind into the Gulf of the Farallones and the bay that now bears his name. He sighted these cliffs and named the land Nova Albion. During his 36-day encampment in California, Drake repaired his ship, established contact with local Indians, explored inland, took on supplies and water, and claimed the region for Queen Elizabeth I.
To put a lot of time into more than just a search for gold. The river's flowing dirty and it's moving down to Pass Christian. There used to be a time when its water was a healing hand. Born too late, and everything you love is gone, gone. Born too late, and everything you know is wrong. Born too late, and everything you love is gone, gone. Born too late, and everything you know is wrong. Born too late.
Whew. Did I ever need that?
Come on, babe. You know you're just imagining all this stuff.
All I know is that after I read this old chant, shit started happening fast. I walked out of the department, and all of a sudden I was in some sort of gnarled thicket. I kept heading toward the parking lot, but I couldn't get there. It was like something was holding me back.
Gnarled thicket. Come on, babe. Everywhere you walk around campus, there's a gardener at work. I still don't know why you picked such an obscure subject to do your thesis on. Sir Francis Drake landing in California? I mean, come on, no one knows if it even happened.
Well, Mr. Smartass psychology professor, maybe I'll be the one to prove it once and for all.
I think you need to get your mind off all these privateer adventures. No, really. Babe, it's starting to affect your mind.
Maybe you're right. But I'm not going to pass up a chance to go to the Drake house. Those private archives may have the best documentation I could ever hope for. And I've been writing them letters for months without any reply. Until now.
Well, you got one. Even though you have no idea who sent it to you, nor the strange insert.
Look, you know I was going to Jackie's beach house this weekend anyway, so you could finish your manuscript without my distracting you. And it's only a few miles up the coast to Drake's Beach.
You know you'll go to the Drake house no matter what I say. So what difference does it make? Stop beating around the bush.
Well, aw, don't you miss me?
Yeah, of course. You know I will. I always do. But we have important things to take care of, right?
You know, I don't have to leave right away. It's gonna be a long weekend.
Portions of Creature Features are brought to you by the Winchester Mystery House in San Jose, California. Explore the mystery at winchestermysteryhouse.com.
Welcome back to Creature Features. We are watching The Beckoning with the film's creator, Mr. Don Scioli. Now, in this segment we just saw, there's this castle-like building. Where did you do that?
It's the Theological Seminary in San Anselmo. It's high above the main drag there in Ross. And you know, when we were scouting locations and saw this huge building sitting up there, that'd be a great place for the school where the main character gets stuck in a crawl space. And which is a true story, by the way, and that's what inspired the movie originally.
I was going to ask you about the origin.
Yeah. In New England, a girl, one time when she was on, it was a Friday afternoon, it was an old rickety, I think it was like Sarah Lawrence or something, and she walked out and she tripped, the floor gave way, she fell into a wall space, spent the whole weekend there. Finally, somebody heard her on Monday and let her out. So I said, oh, that's interesting, that'd be a great story. So we took that idea, combined it with Sir Francis Drake's landing in Drake's Bay, meld them together, and out came The Beckoning.
Well, don't give any spoilers away.
No, okay.
I haven't seen everything yet. So it's almost based on a true story.
Semi-based.
You could have put that on the DVD package. You could have said almost based on a true story.
Yeah, we cheated a little bit and said based on a true story.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, we cheated on the movie. Yeah.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
Inspired by.
It was inspired by.
Yeah, that's how people do it all the time.
Yeah, we always like to try put realism in there as much as possible.
A Stephen King movie was based on a true story if you look hard enough in the newspaper archives. All right, so what inspired you besides that story to make a film? I mean, that's a large undertaking.
Well, I've been in the business for a long time, and I have a production company, and we finally decided this script had been sitting around for 10 years, 15 years. It was originally set in Salem, Massachusetts,
Right.
because I'm originally from the East Coast, but when we came out to the West, we said, let's modernize it and bring in some West Coast things, and that's how we changed it to Drake's Point, Drake's Bay, Northern California, etc.
So it was originally based on East Coast locations?
Correct, because the original's almost real story was based on happening in New England.
Wow.
So we just changed it and made it for the West Coast.
I love New England. I think it's spookier than the West Coast.
I've been to Salem. Have you ever been to Salem?
I've been to Salem once.
It's scary. It's freaky. That square with the houses behind it. You know,
No.
got a little
Well,
nervous.
I find all of Massachusetts to be rather spooky because you've got all these old things that we don't have here.
Yeah, they're old and rickety, and the floors give way.
No,
lot
but
of
it's
times.
like an entirely different time.
Totally.
Right, and the Pilgrims. They're a bit frightening.
Well, there's some guys in the beckoning that are sort of have a look of a pilgrim look that
Right.
appear later in the show.
Right. All
Yeah,
right.
they-
Well,
they get a little scared.
give
I'm not
away
gonna-
any.
no.
Don't give away any. I know you've seen this film more than once.
A couple hundred times. You know.
But our viewers, this is going to be their first time, so let's not spoil it. All right, you stay with us. When we come back, we're going to ask you some more questions about the film. You guys, make some popcorn. You know, you got to have something to eat while you watch a new film, right? Right. All right, we'll be right back soon. Stay with us.
Hon? What time is it?
It's after 4. I gotta get going to Jackie's. Wow. You must really be beat. Try and rest up while I'm gone. You'll need all your strength when I get back.
You weren't going to leave without saying goodbye, were you?
Come on. It's just a few days. I didn't want to wake you.
I love you. Hey, you know that, right? Barb, I'm serious. As soon as this book is finished, I want to talk about you and I. Long term.
I love you too. But that conversation can wait. I've got to get going. I want to get there before dark. No, get some rest. I'll be okay.
You'll call me, right?
Yeah. Oh, Vic, could you return that book for me? It's due tomorrow.
Sure thing. Anything else?
No. There's a picture of the Drake house in there. Why don't you take a peek?
Bye, sweetheart.
Bye.
Good night.
Jackie? Hello? came for some directions. Mister, I don't want to bother you, but I'm lost and I could really use some directions.
Where?
Where? The old Drake house. I'm supposed to go there and use their books for my research. They sent me this invitation to visit.
Nobody's been up there for years. Deserted.
They probably don't have a full-time staff, only volunteers. Look, just tell me how to get there, and I'll worry about the rest, okay? Come on. It's really important to me. Please.
Take that road about 3 miles till it forks. And take the left fork.
That ought to get you.
Thank you very much. Hey, can I buy some gas?
We don't have none.
This is Livingston, and you're watching Creature Features. Not now. Stay tuned. This portion of Creature Features is brought to you by CreatureFeatureStore.com, the official merchandiser of Creature Feature accessories.
Welcome back to the show. It is time to do that thing we do. Letters, right? Mr. T? He lost the bet. No, you know, I'd say she could have like made you like shave your beard off or something like that. At least you could take that off, right?
I think it will be sticky.
No, you know, I bet people are going to write in and say they want you to stay this way. And we'll have to debate whether that's a viable thing.
I pity the fool.
See, I knew he'd say it. All right, so we're doing letters, and we're doing all postal letters because we have not been to the post in some time. We had some issues. We left the key to the post in another vehicle which was under repair, so we haven't been able to get our mail, but we've got tons and tons of mail, and we're going to read it all to you tonight, or at least some of it, right? And there's a gift. Well,
Yes,
in any case, we're going to do a whole bunch of mail for you right now, right?
indeed.
Right. Give me some mail to read, sir. A letter. A handwritten letter from Jody in Oakland. All right. Oh, is this handwritten complete? Oh, it's nice print. All right. Let's see. Oh, there's a phone number. It's Joe or Jody. I don't know. All right. There you go. Creature Features. I stay up late with my Saturday night friends watching old movies, even when they're not that scary and kind of dumb. Thank you. Tangela, Vincent, and Livingston. Creature Feature presentations presents your guests some tea and my favorite libations. I have waited all week long so I can watch more horror and keep America strong. All right, and then it starts with another, hi, you guys, keep up the good work. Maybe this is 2 letters from 2 different people in the same home.
Perhaps.
And they composed it together. All right, well, thanks for writing, Joe and Joe D. What else you got for me, Mr. Livingston?
A small package.
A small package.
Or
Feels
as
like
we
a
would
book.
say, packet.
It feels like a book. It is a book. It is books. All right, let's see. Well, these are very nice books. Let's see what we've got here. It is a card. This is a card, right?
It appears
Oh,
to be.
my dear. All right, there is a letter. Here we go. This is from Morton Otwell Gordneck from McCrory, Arkansas. He goes, Dear Vincent, I feel that I must write and tell you what a lovely home you have. You know, it's not that lovely. Sometimes we've got ghostly apparitions and blood flowing down the wall. Right, Mr. T?
It's leaking from the roof, actually.
All right. I have a feeling there are more spirits there than just Mr. Livingston. We have not seen Mr. Livingston. We only have Mr. T here tonight. And Tangella, am I correct? Maybe. I want to thank you all for the hours of entertainment you provide. The world is a very dull place until I found your show on YouTube. What's wonderful. I'm beginning to consider you all as family as I watch the program each day. Please keep up the excellent work. I've included some of my books for late night reading at the Manor. I do hope you all enjoy. So he wrote these, Witnesses of the Unknown, which, it's all autographed, and this is very nice. And then Triska. It's a novel, I think, called Triska. And one called Anna. Oh, this one has a graveyard. This one might be spooky. We'll have to take a look at those. Thank you so much. All right, you got more? One more? That's it?
Package.
I thought we were going to do like 20 pieces of mail tonight.
Well, everything takes time.
All right, time is of the essence. Oh, there's gifts. There are gifts. All right, let's start with the letter. This is from Gary Jordan in Dayton, Ohio. That name sounds familiar.
It is a familiar place.
No. Gary Jordan. He's got 2 first names.
Ah.
No, I like people with 2 first names, Gary. Vincent Tangella and Mr. Livingston, greetings and salutations. Thought I would drop y'all a line, enjoying the program a lot. I've also included a couple of furry friends for Tangella. For Livingston, I've sent a pair of nice cufflinks. For Vincent, a gold record on a gold chain. I've got to see this. Keep up the good work, Gary Jordan. Well, thank you, Gary. Let's take a look at what he sent us. I like it when we get gifts. You know, next time we leave the key in there, you could just go up to the man at the post and say, hey, will you open this thing for us? I think this one's for me. Maybe it's for you. Let's see, there's a card. This has got to be for you. You know, this is a beautiful bear. I had one of those as a child. Oh, and another. Look at this. Oh, maybe this one's yours.
He's a bit tied up.
But he's wearing, look, the butler thing that Livingston would normally wear. Mr. T wouldn't wear this.
Oh, dear.
No, he's like holding a gift. All right, and the last thing is some kind of thing. And it is, they're like cufflinks. And the gold record. Look at this. This is amazing. All right. No, all right. So I get it now. No, that's supposed to be hers. No, that goes to her. She's right. She's right. The cufflinks are for you. Look at that.
Oh, dear.
No, it's quite nice.
Rather sparkly.
One, because you have 2 cuffs, right? And this gold bling bling record is mine. Actually, it should be Mr. T's because he's wearing all the gold tonight. But no, this is wonderful.
Don't
I like
remind me.
No, it's wonderful. Thank you so much. Is that it? Is that it for letters? No more?
That's it.
All right, no more letters. If you would like to send us email, send it to the address you see right down here. Or if you'd like to send us boxes with gifts, letters, books, use the postal address you see here. We're going to get back to our movie now, but soon we'll be back to our guest, and we're going to have so much more fun. So stay with us.
doing this. Hello? Anybody here? Ew. God. Sir Francis Drake. Who's there? Hello? Hello? Is anyone here? Holy shit. What? Drake's diary. This was supposed to have been missing for 400 years. I thought Queen Elizabeth confiscated this.
Who's there? Hello? Who was that? Who is that? Hello? Who's there?
Hairstyling for the show was provided by Restoration Hair in Santa Rosa.
The Beckoning. You know, if you ever make like a sequel, you could call it The Rebeckoning.
I made a sequel. I mean, it's
well,
already written.
Save it.
We'll talk about it later.
All right. So in the movie, by the way, welcome back. We are watching The Beckoning with Don Scioli, who created this film. All right. So in the last segment of this film, the girl, she like goes to the Drake house. But that's not the actual Drake house, though, is it?
No, there is no Drake house.
No.
But the exterior of the Drake house was an old old farmhouse we saw in the intersection between Marin and Sonoma County. We passed it many times. That this would be a great location for a horror film. So we rented the house, and we started shooting, no problem. And all of a sudden,
how does that work? You just walk up and say, "I'm making a movie. I want to rent your house."
Yes, we walked up, knocked on the door, and said we want to rent your house for a movie. And she quoted us a price that was reasonable. And we said, "Okay, let's do it."
How was that received? Are people like flattered, or did they like?
No, at first she thought I was crazy. Then after when I mentioned that we were doing a movie, it was local interest, etc. She said, "Okay." And we agreed on a price, and then she gave us reign of the exterior for I think about 3 or 4 days.
Nice.
We shot there.
All right.
But the funny thing about it was we didn't realize her brother was in the house living there when we were shooting. Now, normally it wouldn't be a problem, but her brother was a little eccentric, and his head would pop out different times. In fact, our prop master was down there doing some props, and all of a sudden his head pops out of the house, and he ran upstairs and almost had a heart attack.
His head pops out of the house?
Well,
like a disembodied?
No, his head popped into the window and kind of glaring at our prop man, and he almost had a small heart attack and ran upstairs and mentioned to us, and we said, I didn't know there was a guy in there. So that was the exterior
Yeah,
of the
you might
house.
have written him in to like be like
Well,
the
we
crazy
could have, but
disembodied head man.
We could have, but he was a little tough to deal with at the time, you know.
Oh.
That was the exterior of the house. The interior of the house was in San Rafael, a famous old mansion
And this
called.
is miles away.
This is about 10 miles away.
Right.
Called the Falkirk Mansion. And the interesting thing about the Falkirk Mansion is it's used for parties, political events. It's sort of like a local landmark.
So that is openly rentable.
It's rentable, and
Right.
so we rented it for a weekend. Now it just so happens, and they had to have a person on location with us the whole time to make sure the mansion wasn't touched or damaged or
Right.
whatever. And we shot on a Saturday and a Sunday, and we needed to do more shooting where certain things happened to the walls, which you'll see later. So the lucky thing about it was the Monday was Veterans Day, and she said, well, our guide said, I can't be here Veterans Day, it's my day off. Will you guys take care of the place? Oh, sure, no problem. We'll treat it with kid gloves. And of course, as soon as we went in there, we took out the walls, we put stuff on the wall, we put tape, gaffer's tape on the walls, which you're not supposed to do, and we blew out the wall with explosives. And of course, at the end of the shoot, put it all back together.
So you're talking about making this next film. I will not accept any rental from you as far as blowing up my walls. If
Well,
you
this
wanna do it, yeah.
your mansion's not bad. We may have to talk afterwards, you know?
Well, no, this is a historical place. You cannot put gaffer's tape on our walls.
That's what they said at the Falkirk.
And plus, we're already shooting here, so it would be silly. People watch your film and say, "Oh, you shot that in the Creature Features house, did you not?"
We do some little changes of of the decoration.
Forget it. I don't even want to see your checkbook. All right, we got to get back to your film, but when we come back, you're going to tell us some more about how it was made, right?
You got it.
All right, off we go. Back to the beckoning. You guys stay with us.
Barbara?
Hello? Oh, hey, Vic. Oh, yeah, no, you won't be able to get cell reception at the beach. No, well, she left a note. She said she was going to the Drake house. Yeah, that's all. And that she might stop for a bite to eat. I will. I will definitely have her call you tonight. Okay? Bye, Vic. Barbara, either commit to the man or not, but don't make me cover your ass while you're playing the field.
There she is, the witch! Seize the witch!
What's happening? What did I do?
Get out of here!
Ah!
The gods! She's speaking the king's English! Don't listen to her, she'll steal your soul!
What's happening? What are you talking about?
Take her, man, and be quick about!
Let's
go! Take her!
Oh, God.
Take her!
Oh, God. Oh, God. No! God, no! What's happening to me? Oh, oh God! Oh my God! Oh.
Barb. Collective unconscious. Pure coincidence.
Barbara, you nasty girl. Dinner, huh? Sounds more like dessert.
Charlie. Do you know of any overgrown thickets around here where someone could have gotten lost in?
Overgrown thickets? Professor Crawford, my boss, worked with Kiko Goto, who created the Yerba Buena Gardens. Now you know there's not a blade of grass, not a place around here.
Yeah, I thought so. Thanks.
Hey Vincent, this is Eve and Mel from San Jose, and we're totally enjoying your Wolfman movie, The Cry of the Wolf. It takes me back to when I was a kid listening and watching the old Creature Features. All right, take care, man. Bye.
Portions of Creature Features are brought to you by the Winchester Mystery House in San Jose, California. Explore the mystery at winchestermysteryhouse.com.
It is still Creature Features night. You know why? Because I'm here, you're here. But more importantly, Don Scioli, the creator of tonight's film, is here. The Beckoning, 2006. You know, that's like 14 years ago.
Time flies, huh?
You know, you remember all the details.
Mm.
But, you know, I was going to ask you about the casting of the film. These are not Hollywood stars.
No, but we wanted an interesting character for Sir Francis Drake because, you know, he has a huge persona. So a friend of mine is the director and founder of the Marin Shakespeare Company, Robert Currier. And he's done stuff with Brownell and, you know, all these different actors. So we've used him in a few of our other productions. And I said, do you want to be...
Sounds like he has the chops.
He does. And he can do a great English accent. I said, you want to be Drake? And he said, oh, that was interesting. So we cast him as Sir Francis Drake, the head guy. But he had a couple of other of his soldiers that help in the film as well. And one of them's a great local brewer, Brendan Moylan, who's...
Oh, we know this place.
Yeah, he has 2 or 3 restaurants and he makes his own beer. And he loved the idea of being a privateer. He said, I've been born to be a privateer. And we also cast the fire chief of Novato as a privateer as well, because we had him out there originally to make sure we didn't burn the location down, the park.
Important.
And I said, hey, Jeff, you want to be a privateer? He goes, yeah. So we gave him a helmet, the costume, and he did a great job. And of course, all they had to do was drag the lead character through the pine needles to a certain place that something's going to happen later on in the film. So they had an easy job of it.
So the other ones were like they've never acted before.
Well, actually, 1 or 2 of them did act. Actually.
Oh, the fire chief.
No, but 1 or 2 of the other privateers did do some acting in the past. Yeah, they actually did.
I think that's a wise decision because if you've got an actor who can actually put out fire, you know.
Well, he had multi-talented.
Or if you're like doing a film about firemen.
That's true.
You know, you hire firemen and teach them to act instead of taking an actor and teaching them how to fight fire. I think it makes more sense to go
And what's
the other
interesting,
direction.
one of the other privateers actually plays corpses at Stanford University.
He does what?
He plays corpses.
How does one play a corpse?
You lay down on a gurney and you play a dead person, and they reenact things at Stanford University. Yeah, that was his acting chops.
You know, I don't
It's
think
true.
that would be very impressive on an acting resume.
I was impressed when I saw it, actually.
Hey, can he like hold his breath for a long time?
Yeah, he can
How does
hold
that
his
work?
breath. Yeah, he can move his eyes sometimes if he has to flutter his eyes. as if he's coming back to life.
Well, then he's not a corpse, then, is he?
Well, he's a living dead. He'd be a living dead.
Or a zombie is an entirely different thing.
Well, he'd be more in the genre of Night of the Living Dead,
Right,
as
a
opposed to
zombie.
World War Z, say.
All right.
You know, different zombie type thing going on there.
All right. You've succeeded in confusing me. I think we need to get back to your film.
Yeah, I think so.
Right? All right.
The best
off
is
we
yet to
go.
come.
All right. Here we go. Best part yet to come. So says Don. Off to the beckoning. You guys stay with us.
So this is the heathen who's casting evil spells?
Aye, Captain.
Sir Francis Drake, the greatest privateer of all time.
God, the savage speaks our tongue. How do you know my name, witch? More ghostly guile?
No, Captain Drake! You're in all the history books. You circumnavigated the world, defeated the Spanish Armada in 1588. You were made a knight by Queen Elizabeth. You're famous.
This wench is more powerful than I thought. We must apply equally powerful measures to deal with her. Summon Chaplain Fletcher. Immediately. Go! Since you understand me, the natives claim that you have put an evil pox on them, and now a pox upon my men.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just a college student.
More wordy guile. We'll see if the ship's chaplain can loosen her tongue. Well, the goodly Chaplain Fletcher. Now you'll see the wrath and fury of a righteous God. Come on, Chaplain, we haven't got all night.
Recant your master. Witch! Or you'll burn in the fires of eternal damnation. By the authority vested in me by Queen Elizabeth and the Church of England, I order you to renounce the devil. By the power of Christ, I compel you, forsake your demonic master.
Get your hands off me!
The hour is late. I'm tired. Cut her! We'll see if a night in the wild will loosen her tongue.
Where are you going? Don't leave me here, please! Don't leave me here! Where are you going? Please don't leave me here! Please!
Hello?
Jackie, hey, it's Vic. I gotta talk to Barbara.
Oh, Vic, Barbara's not here.
Not there? Where is she? I've waited all day for her to call me. Didn't you give her my message?
Yeah, I gave her your message.
Why hasn't she called?
She came in late last night and she left early this morning. She's been really busy at the Drake Library. I mean, I've hardly had time to see her at all.
Christ, she and that frickin' thesis.
God, Vic, if you're so fucking possessive, why don't you just marry her? Then you can do whatever you want and keep your eyes on her all the time.
Jackie, I love Barbara. What are you talking about? I'm just worried about her.
I know, I'm sorry. I promise that I'll have her call you tonight, okay?
Alright, thanks. Listen, when I come up there, I think we need to talk some more. Alright?
Bye. That's the last time I'm covering for that girl. Whore.
I am the one who is making your life miserable in the past and in the future.
What are you talking about? I don't understand.
I am the one who is killing the natives and putting the pox on the English. And you are the one who's going to burn for it.
No, this can't be happening.
Oh, it's happening all right. And you are the center attraction of this little play.
What do you mean?
Guess whose bones these are? Yours! Very soon the English are going to burn you at the stake. All because of me! Then you will die in the future, and the cycle will be complete. I will rule this land!
Why me? Why did you pick me?
You were beckoned. Now it is time to begin the cycle. Time to curse this hallowed land. Yolamiten Yamim. Yolamiten Yamim. Yolamiten Yamim. Yolamiten Yamim. Takip Talo. Takip Talo. Takip Talo. Takip Talo. Takai.
This is fucking crazy.
Portions of this program are brought to you by Micromat, making products that keep your Macintosh running at its best.
Hello? Yes. This is Professor Crawford? Yes. No, I know the library's closed on Sunday. I need to get in there. I need some books. Okay. All right. All right, great. I'll be right there. All right, thanks.
Good morning, Professor Crawford. This must be pretty important.
Yeah, some last minute research to do before class on Monday. But don't wait around, all right? It might be a while. I'll look up when I'm through.
Okay. I'll be in the office if you need me.
All right, thanks. In the right place.
You all right?
Yeah, thanks.
You found what you needed?
I think it found me.
Good.
The Drake House, built on the site where Drake landed in the New World in 1579. Was the scene of much interaction between Drake's crew of privateers and the coastal Miwok Indians who helped them. There were some reports that Drake's men were troubled by witches and shamans. Some reportedly came down with a mysterious pox. Drake was forced to burn a supposed Indian witch at the stake to placate his men. Since that time, people have reported seeing many strange things in the area, including Satan in the form of goats, cats, and rats. Rumors persist to this day that the Drake House is a haven for lost souls and a repository of evil.
Hello?
Jackie, it's Vic. Listen, I'm not trying to hunt you. I really need to talk to Barbara. Is she there?
Vic, yeah. She's still doing research at that library. But she did say that she would call you tonight.
Well, are you sure? I mean, why hasn't she returned any of my calls?
Oh, look, Vic, don't worry. Everything's fine. I promise you she'll call you tonight.
Well, I am worried. Maybe I should drive up there.
No! No, it's, everything's fine. Don't worry. I promise you I'll make her call you tonight, okay?
Alright. Bye, Jackie.
And listen, Vic, don't worry. Bye.
This is it, bitch! I spared you and housed on in your own people and hadn't killed my men. But now it's too late. Any last words?
Captain Drake!
Burner!
I didn't do anything! It was another woman, a shaman! She killed your men! She told me I saw her!
You have doomed yourself! I, Captain General Francis Drake, in the service of good Queen Elizabeth, do condemn you to burn forever in eternal hell! Let's burn her shit! Yes!
This portion of Creature Features is brought to you by CreatureFeatureStore.com, the official merchandiser of Creature Feature accessories.
Welcome back to Creature Features. We are still watching The Beckoning with the film's creator, Don Scioli. Don, rats. Lots and lots of rats. I noticed this was not CGI.
No, we did true physical effects for this one. We constructed the actual chamber where she falls into, we constructed it at a small studio in the Novato School District offices. Now, we didn't tell them we were going to bring in 200 live rats.
200 live rats?
That we got from a animal wrangler and brought them into the school district building. I'm sure they would have lost their...
But it came with the wrangler. You didn't
It came
just
with
do
the
this-
wrangler in a cage.
Right.
And we put the little rats in a little box where her feet were dangling. And the 200 rats, believe it or not, wasn't enough. So before this, we actually needed some mechanical rats with red eyes.
Oh, wow.
So guess what we found? We had to look all over, literally all over the country to find mechanical rats with red eyes. And we found them from a street vendor in New York City. That's the only place we could find them. And we called him up, and he said he had these rats, and we sent him a check, and he sent us boxes, which I still have today.
Like how many?
I guess we got about 100 rats, and they were battery powered, and their little red eyes would go like this, and they were scary.
You have 200 real rats
and about 100
mechanical
ones with
rats.
glowing
Eyes.
And the problem was, to do this convincingly, the lead actress had to put her foot literally into the rats' mouths, put them right in their noses, so they would jump up, and it wasn't good enough. So we had to put drippings on her legs, so the rats would be a little excited and start nipping at her feet. And that's how they
drippings.
Little drippings of oil and little things of that food
You're being
products.
quite vague about this.
No.
Are we talking about blood?
No, we didn't use real blood. No, we just used oil and things that rats would like.
Yeah.
And the rats liked it. They
and this
really
is
kind
something
of
the
dug it.
wrangler said, why don't you put some oil?
Yeah, and she gave us some tips, and we said, okay, we'll do it. And
this actress, she was quite the trooper.
She was quite the trooper. She only had a pair of little slipper, mini Tonka type moccasins on. And of course, one falls off, and her bare foot had to be exposed. And the rats had to nip at her toes.
Now, how was her reaction to rats?
She wasn't bad. She was a trooper, I have to say. Yeah. She didn't flinch at all.
A professional actor can do this.
Yeah. Well, the good thing about it was her head was looking this way and her feet were down this way, so she really couldn't see what was going on, but she could feel it.
I mean, these are not like wild rats. These are like...
Well, they're professional rats. They have an etiquette. They have a code of...
actors as well.
Exactly. Right. They have a code of conduct. They act in a certain way. They were good.
They probably become members of the Screen Actors Guild or something.
Yeah,
like
we had
that.
to pay royalties to them later, when we sent them back. So it was pricey to bring them in.
Paid in cheese, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. All right, well, let's say we get back to this film. I think we're going to wrap it up here soon, and then when we come back, we're going to find out what you're doing next, right?
Yep.
All right, off we go. The Beckoning, 2006. You guys stay with us.
Hi, I'm looking for my friend. She may have come by here on her way to the Drake house. She has long, dark brown hair, brown eyes. I'm pretty sure she probably stopped by here on her way to the Drake house. But I just went there and there's nobody there. There's no car, no sign of anyone.
Told her not to go up there. They never listen.
Do you have a phone? I need to call someone.
Jackie, hey.
Vic? Thank God you're there.
Jackie, what's wrong?
Vic, look, I was covering for Barbara all weekend, or at least I thought I was. I thought she was seeing somebody, but she wasn't. She came up to my place Friday and left a note.
Wait, Jackie, slow down a second. Where's Barbara?
She left my place and went over to the Drake house. I don't know where she is. I went there and I didn't see any cars or any people or anything, and...
Well, did you call the police?
Well, I didn't know what to do, so I called you.
All right, listen. We'll find her, all right? We'll find her, so just stay there. Don't go anywhere. Jackie, listen to me. All right, stay there. I'm coming up there right now, all right?
Okay. God, I feel terrible about lying to you. What if she's hurt? I'll never forgive myself.
Jackie, listen, don't worry about that right now. We'll find her, okay? Just stay there. I'm coming up there right now.
Okay.
And Jackie, whatever you do, don't go back to that house. Okay?
No, I won't go there.
All right, I'm on my way.
Is that you? Barbara? Barbara, where are you?
This is Livingston, and you're watching Creature Features. Not now. Stay tuned. Hairstyling for the show was provided by Restoration Hair in Santa Rosa.
Jackie! Barb! Can anyone hear me? What the hell is going on?
Vic, just stay away from her. She'll kill you.
Jackie, we have to get her out of here.
Vic, don't. No, you don't. Vic, don't.
Stop! Baby, I'm sorry. Jackie, come on, help me get her out of here.
Okay.
We have to do it before she wakes up. Baby, be easy.
Okay.
Quickly, hurry, quickly. Come on. What's that?
What is that?
Jackie, hurry up. Hurry up to the door.
She's coming too.
Get in the door.
I fell. Oh my God.
Hey, Barb, everything's gonna be fine, all right? We're going home, hon. Everything will be fine. Babe? Jackie? You guys okay?
Everything's fine.
And that is the finale of The Beckoning. You know, you've got some fun stuff happening there. This fight with the boyfriend and the woman. Did he really punch her in the face?
Yeah, he got pretty. He hit her. Let's put it that way. He hit her, and she dug it. I mean, she wanted. She wanted to be realistic. I don't want to bring in any S&M stuff, but she wanted to be very realistic. So she took the punch and rolled authentic. Yes, she rolled with the punch. And in fact,
I understand this was a big thing on YouTube.
Apparently, we call it the bitch fight, where the two ladies engage in combat, and it's gotten probably 1 million hits in YouTube since we put it up there.
1 million hits?
Yes, people, and the comments are very
love that.
interesting. And I'll leave it at that.
Now, you did tell me during the film that the old chap at the end with the red eyes, he's like kind of famous.
He is famous. He's a friend of ours, John Conway, and he's an actor now. But before that, he was an FBI agent, and he was famous for actually capturing the Unabomber.
The Unabomber.
The Unabomber. Yep, he caught him in his shack up in Montana, and brought him back.
I don't want to insult this man, but I think he's a better FBI agent than he is an actor.
Well, I don't know, John.
I mean, he caught the Unabomber. That's like an Academy Award-winning performance in the FBI world, right?
It is. But he's a pretty good actor. He's played Buffalo Bill on stage and done a real good job. So he's good.
So you didn't give him too much to do.
I didn't give him too much. He just had to glare at people.
He caught the Unabomber.
With red eyes.
He's got a lot of things on his mind.
Yeah.
Right. That's important.
And before that, he was a New York cop, so he's got a nice resume.
Right. So you typically don't do films, like full-length features. You do commercial work, adverts, and documentaries.
That's correct.
So, like how many commercials have you done?
We've done about 800 high fashion commercials and about another 2,000 just commercials.
Oh my goodness.
Regular things.
Wow. Anything we might have seen recently?
Commercials? Not recently. Not recently. I don't think we. Oh well, actually, we do a lot of political commercials. So basically, everybody in
busy.
Northern California, one way or another, we got elected.
You know what was the name of the chap we had here who did the milk commercial? Do you remember the
commercial for Got Milk? It was who directed that commercial?
It was somebody famous.
Michael Bay.
Right.
Yeah, that's how he got a start. He directed the Got Milk commercial.
He was sitting in that same chair just a couple of months ago. Yeah, that's fun work. I would love to do.
It's quick, and you get paid well.
Right.
But again, it's very concise. You can't just go on and talk. It's got to be very precise.
Right.
So that's the challenge in commercial work.
You've got to fit like in 30 seconds, right?
Yeah, and little shots, and it has to be, very. Everything all the direction has to be very well done, and the set design has to be perfect. So.
Right. So maybe a sequel to this film. It's in the works.
We've written one. We've written one called The 15th Mission.
The 15th Mission.
Yep.
And we're not talking like Mission Impossible. We're talking like religious mission church type thing?
No.
No?
We're talking the 15th Mission in California.
Right, the mission,
which is in San Juan Bautista.
Like a church.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Well, I was right.
All right, well, you sort of. You kind of led me on there a little bit.
Mission church, big difference.
Okay, you led me on, but all right.
San Juan Bautista, why?
San Juan Bautista. It just so happens that the San Juan Bautista mission lies on the San Andreas Fault line, number one. Number two, it's subject to earthquakes. And number three, over 4,000 people were buried under that church.
Oh, my goodness. Why?
They were workers during the Spanish, when the mission took over. They worked around the mission, and they farmed, etc. Mostly immigrants, and they're buried there.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
So is this gonna be like a ghost story?
Yeah, I don't want to give it away at the end, but they're kind of angry at the end.
Oh.
4,000 people come back.
No, I imagine that would be quite a commotion.
Yep, they come back hell bent for leather.
All right. So when are we gonna see this? Pre-production type stage?
We're scouting locations. We're scouting locations now. We're getting the funding, things like that.
Nice.
Typical producer stuff.
It's a lot of work to do before you could even start rolling the first clip.
Very much so.
Right. It's important.
We spend more time pre-producing the Beckoning than we did shooting and editing it.
Of course. Preparation. It's all it takes.
That's it.
Well, thank you, Don. It was wonderful to have your film on and to have you come and tell us all about how it was made. Like I was telling at the commencement, it's nice to have like an actual person involved in the film that we're showing. Most of the films we show, they're so old that everyone involved with the film is dead. So,
and buried.
To show a newer film and actually have somebody involved here, it's rather nice.
My pleasure.
Nice
My pleasure, especially to see the mansion. Wow.
We're gonna have you back on after you do the next one.
Okay. I'm impressed.
During the next one, maybe we can get some behind-the-scenes shots.
Okay.
We'll see. All right. Well, as far as you guys go, thank you so much for staying up late and watching the show. We love it when you show up here and allow us in your home. And hopefully you'll do the same thing next week, because we're going to have a different guest, different movie. I have no idea who, but it shall be fun. So we'll see you then. All right. So, Don, commercial work, acting. You hire lots of actors. I want to get into acting, and maybe you've got something for me.
We're doing something for a a mortuary. Now, maybe you could play a. You can keep your mouth closed for a while and lay flat.